let's continue with more news. In fact, back to our earlier story on a somber note, we really just getting reactions at large from the industry and South Africans alike following the passing of multi-award-winning legendary actress Connie Chiume, who died yesterday at the age of 72. So for more on this, we're going to speak to creative director of Rhythm City, Eric Mogale, on Teams. Eric, if you can hear me, good morning. Thank you for your time. Thank you for paying homage to the late Mam Connie. And perhaps we're obviously wishing, extending our condolences and sincere condolences to you, to colleagues, family and friends alike. And because you worked with her on Rhythm City and Soul City, perhaps you could reflect on her life and times, your interactions. How do you remember her as a colleague and a friend?
Good morning to you and the crew in studio, and good morning to the viewers as well. Where do I start? With Mam Connie, the giant. We cannot talk about Mam Connie without mentioning the three pillars that really centered Mam Connie. One, I'll speak about Mam Connie, the actress. The actress that I met in 1999 when it did Soul City 4. She was playing a role of a domestic worker. And I got to work with her again on Yizo Yizo, playing a role of a widow. And I got to work with her again, playing a role of a mother of the nation on Rhythm City. And I got to see her playing a role of a gangster. So Mam Connie as an actor, she did justice to any character that she played. The first time when we worked together on Soul City, I remember seeing her on set, and when they call cut, instead of me going back to reset, because when they say reset, you have to reset everything that they used for the previous take. And I was just gobsmacked and looking at this performer. And that I remember the director, I think it was Angus Gibson, saying to me, dude, they said reset. Because I was so shell-shocked about how she performs, how she delivers, and how authentic she was as an actress. And Mam Connie, the advocate. Mam Connie, she was a voice for a whole lot of people. She'll correct you from crew member to production actors. I remember at some point there was this a fellow actor, young actor, who battled with substance, which is alcohol, and abusing alcohol a lot. And with youngsters, we'll judge that person and say, this is not right for us because you're wasting our time. We are in a hurry and all those kind of things. With other elders, it was a matter of he's disrespectful and all that. But Mam Connie brought us to book, all of us. She taught us love. She taught us how to take care of each other, how not to kick when one person is down, And that's what this industry has lost, a person that unifies everyone. And Mam Connie, the matriarch, she was so comfortable leading from the back, understanding her power, understanding her role. She was pro-Mandla, very, very pro-Mandla. She was a mother to all of us. She was a mother. I'll speak from her kids to us. She led from the back. Mam Connie should invite us to her house to dine. I remember going to her house in the morning, and she had amagwinya, fish, snook fish, archer, and those kind of things. She liked to feed the nation, and not just with food, not just with laughter, but with knowledge, wisdom. And she was well balanced. That's why she could communicate, and we understood her better as youngsters. She didn't push this thing, I'm old, I'm an adult, no, I'm a legend. No, she was equal to everyone, but you'll feel her power and her presence when she starts delivering her work.
Eric, thank you for reflecting those fun times. And she's obviously made an indelible mark on the industry at large. She's restored agency for not only for our country, but for the continent and for our people at large. We're looking at the projects that she also, dabbled in, contributed to. And I wonder if we're just going to look at the lessons learned from her, given the challenges in the TV and film industry that happened while documented, and that she was rather vocal about as well, how it affected her, our peers and industry at large. What comes to mind for you on that front in terms of her advocacy?
I mean, they say the industry will retire you, which I've kind of like seen people disappearing and all that. And Mam Connie, with her resilience, she taught us that you cannot be written off while you're still alive. She refused that. She refused that. And with a whole lot of things, I mean, the industry, I mean, it's tough at the moment, and it's getting tougher. You know, the budget are getting smaller. People are called less. You know, actors, the calls are getting less and less. They're getting less and less of calls. But with Mam Connie, she understood the passion and the love that we have for the industry, and she protected the industry with everything. It would have been nice for the industry to acknowledge even more. I feel like the industry can acknowledge all the elders a bit more. I want that Talentin Michaels. The list is it's endless. I want that Athamulepo. If we acknowledge the elders more and not retire, don't allow the industry to retire them. Mam Connie was that beacon of hope for a lot of us, that the industry won't retire you. You'll retire on your own terms and at your own time.
Eric, given the lessons and the shoulders that we're going to be standing on, I'm glad you spoke about whether we have acknowledged her enough, and it's evident that we haven't. And so from here into, as we take up that baton, what do we do to continue with her legacy, to promote agency and unity at large, and also just empower the industry? And in the same breath, I wanted to know, when was the last time you spoke to her? Do you remember what it was about? How are you going to remember her personally?
First of all, to carry on, what I've seen, that the industry has kind of like been competitive, and we start to push stardom rather than love. There's gossip. There's like a lot of should I call backstabbing that I've never experienced, and that the elders didn't teach us. Mam Connie taught us love, and this is from my side. I like to keep that legacy of saying, guys, when you're on set, let us try to push love. The industry is tough on its own, as it is, you know, with the money. There's no money in the industry, to be quite honest. But love that kept us together, that kept us pushing us moving forward. And the last time I spoke to her, I was in Durban not so long ago, a couple of months ago, and then she sent me a voice note. I don't know if I can, but I'm using this phone. So she sent me a voice note, just checking on us, you know, talking about love, you know, how we must look after each other. That's one thing that she kept on preaching. I remember she used to bring food, like she'll cook a big pot of umhodu or what's it called, bone soup, and then she'll dish up for everyone. And imagine the crew of over 80 people she'll serve those people, Mam Connie, and she was that kind of a mother. And if we can carry that legacy of love and not being judgmental, try to help each other. When somebody's down, let's help each other, guys. When somebody's not working, let's check on each other. Depression, it's real. Mam Connie was that kind of a person that will look after each and everyone. She'll send a voice note from nowhere saying, I'm just checking on you. I love you. Just remember that. So I would like to, this industry, with all the tough challenges that we're facing, to emphasize love. Respect each other, and let's love each other. They will go far as filmmakers.
Well, love is that universal language, Eric. Thank you for joining us at this hour. Thank you for sharing those sentiments, reflecting on her life and times. We'll leave that conversation there for now. Eric Mogale, Creative Director of Rhythm City, paying homage to the late Mam Connie Chiume. Really just reflecting on her being a matriarch, her being an advocate for love, unity, compassion, and obviously just a versatile actress that made an indelible mark in the industry, not only locally, but obviously globally and on the continent. Again, thank you to Eric for weighing in at this hour.